Run it. I can't take no loss. I don't even know what it costs. I hit the ground, then it go off. Yeah, hit the ground, then it go off. Yeah, I can't take no loss. I don't even know what it costs. Yeah, I hit the ground, then it go off. Yeah, hit the ground, then it go off. Yeah, run it. Ooh, I really feel it's my time, think it's my year. Yeah, I really feel it's my time, think it's my year. Yeah, I really feel it's my time, think it's my year. Yeah, I really feel it's my time, think it's my year.
Holy crap, it's hot. Let's see, let's do, yeah. You guys haven't had these? These are the bomb. These Bud Light Celsius sodies. Yeah, I know through Bud Light did their thing a while back, but hey, they probably learned their lesson, right? Anyway, while we're here, we are back off deployment. We've done some cool stuff with the 700, spent some time with the family, and I wanted to show you guys how this thing turned out. I didn't really do a build video and all that stuff on it. I just was just trying to get it done so I could go to the park. But here she is, guys. This is it, the XMR 700 with the S3 arms on it. I know I had left you guys with a bit of a tease there on what we were going to run for a setup and what we were trying to do. I was in between the Aztecs. They're never in stock, by the way. I think the Aztecs were going to be my first choice, and I couldn't get them in stock, so I went to the next best thing that I thought would be. I did a lot of research. Not a lot out there on these tires. These are the 33-inch high lifter Outlaw Max, as you guys can see right there. 3310 by 18, and then I got an 18-inch S3 SB7 beadlock wheel, so I can run the pressures down really well on it. And let me tell you guys, this without a doubt I think is my new favorite tire on the market. I've only had this out on one full weekend, 3 full days of riding, 12 hours according to the odometer on the bike. And these tires, I mean, they just eat. They are a very good pulling tire. Low speed traction is phenomenal. They're nice and flexible. They move very well. Because of the 18s, they don't float hardly at all. They pull forward. They love to pull forward. They don't dig down as bad as some of the other tires. I've ran Naders and other things, and they like to dig down as fast as possible. They're probably the fastest tire to find the bottom, but when the holes get really deep, these perform extremely well. So I'm super happy with how these turned out. Like I said, to be able to run this tire, I went ahead and I got a S3 forward and rear A-arms. What this does is this pushes your tires 2 inches forward, right? So it takes your tire and moves them 2 inches forward. Now the rears, I actually got the whole kit. So these tires are actually pushed 2 inches back also. And additionally, this kit also gives you 1 inch of ground clearance in the upward direction, which is really nice. I'm super happy with the ground clearance. I'm super happy with the axle angles. I'm super happy with the kit as a whole. Me and my buddy Jared and my buddy Aaron, we went ahead one night, drank a bunch of beer and put these together. There's some bad reviews out on this kit online. I did not find this kit to be hard to install at all. S3 sent me the directions, which is right on their website. If you're ordering them, they don't come in the box. It's just kind of like Can-Am's doing now, where these directions are in on their website, not in anything. They're on their website. You click on the link, it tells you exactly how to install them. It was super simple. The diff doesn't need to be removed. I know that some people say that it does. It does not need to be removed. You do remove 2 front bolts from the diff, and you lift it up to get a placard out. But besides that, it's really easy. That's not hard at all. No bolts, no other bolts have to be undone. Just direct swap. You move the shock forward 1 inch, which is really nice also. You don't sacrifice any of the ride. And I mean, these things are beefy. They are extremely stout. They're pretty heavy, but they're rugged also. So I don't think you'll ever have to worry about bending one at all. The axle angles look really nice in them. Had no binding whatsoever. It gives you spots to tie down your brake lines. I did decide to put in Keller ball joints. Building this thing to just beat on it. Keller ball joints were really nice. I had S3 install those for me, top and bottom, and those ball joints perform flawlessly as well. I like that they are greasable and adjustable, so as the wear happens in the ball joints, you just adjust them, which is really nice, and those are a lifetime ball joints, so that's cool. But if you check this out, right, lots of ground clearance. There is a phenomenal amount of ground clearance on this thing, and if I thought it did well against the other machines before, now is just a whole nother animal. I mean, I didn't have anything that kept up with it that weekend I took it riding. There wasn't anybody out there that could do the same things and go the same places I was going without getting hung up. My buddy Jared wasn't there. I imagine his Renegade on 34s will be pretty comparable to see where it goes and how it does, but he wasn't out there, so we'll be out there for Daisy Dukes. We'll put them head to head. We're gonna get that whole thing on video. But anything 32, 33, 1000s, 850s, Renegades, Outlanders, it didn't matter what they had. Proofs in the pudding, everybody was there. It's all on video. I'll put some of these videos in here along this video so you guys can see. Just like I thought it would be, looking over the specs and looking over the torque and the ground clearance and all those other things, this machine did phenomenal, and it is exactly what I thought and said it would be. It's very superior in my mind when it comes to that low fall in the ditch and work it till it gets out. That's where it really shines. It'll skim. It actually skims pretty good with these tires. I did do, when I added the 33s, I went ahead and added the 4%, 5% reduction from the HD7 Defender gears. As you guys can see here, I'll link those in the description, which now the bike can pretty much run in high wherever it goes, and when it gets real nasty, you put it in low. It's not exactly what it was stock, but it's really, really close, and the torque is unbelievable. And it handles these tires like a joke. I think it would handle them without the reduction just fine as well. P-drive clutch has been doing amazing. Amazing feel, no lag. It does, like I said, it turns in the goopiest and the nastiest of it all. So super happy with all those, how all this has turned out. What else have I done to it since I last talked to you guys? I think I already showed you guys this KFI 5,000 pound winch that I put in there. Bolts right up. It's a short drum winch, 5,000 pound synthetic line. I routed it all the way up. I put the solenoid up under here, this plastic, so it stays nice and dry. And then I put the switch and handlebar right here. That's actually from Harbor Freight. It bolts right in and goes up really, really nice right there. I got a FOD Sports cup holder. That thing's the shit. Holds pretty much everything, really, really stout, fully adjustable forward and back. What else have I done to it? The main thing is the arms, the tires. Oh, I did, here, I'll show you guys on this side. Because I was putting such beefy weight on it, I did the S3 tie rods down there, you can see. They were super easy. They're all, I think they're made out of aluminum. I'm not real sure. They're pretty stout. What I do really like about them is as you adjust them inward and out, they're threaded properly, so it'll extend and retract the arm as it's supposed to, because if you're pushing the tires forward, it would give you a little bit of a toe out, so you had to adjust it and push it back, which was really easy with those arms. It's turning these 33s like nothing. I know that's going to be a lot of questions about that, and it is absolutely 100% without a doubt turning these tires like nothing. I really noticed hardly any difference, and I'm being completely honest with you. I mean, I think the biggest difference I noticed is probably the braking. The braking's not as intense as it was before, but I mean, you got to know that when you're adding such larger mass wheels, right? So besides that, I mean, the bike does absolutely phenomenal turn and everything. I decided not to put the Empire exhaust on it. I like the way it's like nice and quiet. It's like this cool little thing creeping through the woods. Getting older, I guess you could say whatever you want. I did give it to my buddy Matt's son. You guys can check him out on Instagram. I think he's got a video of it up there. It's called, I think that 700 XMR, I think is what it is on TikTok. He's got a couple of sound clips if you guys are wanting to hear it. I did add this nice little X mark. That's the one that comes on the Defenders and the X3s. I just like how it looks. So I found the part number and added it myself. I really think it kind of looks good on there. And then I had, who did I have make this? It's on Facebook. I forget his name. He makes a bunch of these things. He does a phenomenal job, cuts them all out. And black on black matched pretty good, so that's the way I want to do it. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to order a light bar to go right here. Because one thing I'll notice is when it gets to about here, I can't see very good underwater. And yes, we do take it that deep all the time. So I'm going to add a light bar up here so I can see better. What else? What else have we done? Trying to think. Like I said, I've only been back about 2 weeks. I just really wanted to show you guys how this thing turned out. It's performing amazing. Like I said, I try not to give you guys any real world review until I've actually tried it myself. And this suspension system is no joke. The arms are perfect. The axle angles are perfect. I broke one axle, and it was completely and totally my fault. I'm a firm believer in old thumbs break more axles than anything else. And I might have had a few adult beverages and been getting pretty hard on it. And I did break one axle front right. The cool thing about this, man, I changed it out in maybe 10 or 15 minutes. I ordered all the axles off a Big Rock website, and I had them all already sitting in the truck. So I was ready to go, changed out in 15 minutes, right back out there riding, getting after it. Totally my fault, not the suspension. I was bouncing the front end, and I think I hit a root or something, and I snapped it. And like I said, I take full responsibility to that. I got nothing but good things to say about the suspension, how it still rides very similar to stock. Handles really good, gives you a ton of ground clearance. Let's see. I know people are going to ask, so let me grab a tape measure so you guys can see. So sitting right at just about 20 inches, 19 and a half to the rear hitch, I would say. About 18 and a half. So 18 and a half of ground clearance, 20 and a half to the hitch. Had a bucket. It clears a bucket by quite a bit. So there's that. I had a bucket outside. I'm not going to go get it right now. It's not that important, but plenty of ground clearance. The width, if you're curious about the width, it's sitting on those SB7s, and they're a 4.3 offset, or 5.2 offset, I'm sorry. 4.2, 5.3. Yes, they are on a 4.3 offset. I wanted that just so it would clear. These fenders, I did add these. I added these fender flares, front and back. So when you're dragging through the side ruts, they don't get all scratched up. You guys know these plastics get scratched pretty easily. So these are kind of nice, and they're almost the perfect width. You still stay super dry. And with that offset, the wheels are almost perfectly in line with the fender flares. So that's good too. Stay very, very clean. Snorkels are still super high. I would say for me, I'm 6 foot, and it's about my nipples height. So that should give you an indication. So I'm not gonna probably do any risers. We were at Busco last weekend for Lake Fest. We were at Lake Fest for Busco Beach, and the water was stupid deep. I mean, we were going through stuff that was easily this deep. Solid machine. Did extremely well. Impressed everyone that was there. It was able to lock up. I run it in Visco lock most of the time. I don't lock it up unless I absolutely have to, because the Visco works flawlessly when it needs to gain just a little bit of traction. I'm a real big fan of being able to do both there. But I'm just yipping and yapping. I think we're going on about 13 minutes here. So I'm not trying to do another hour-long video. I just wanted to show you guys what this turned out like. Got nothing but good things to say about it. That S3 kit's expensive, but man, I'll tell you, it is good. It is really, 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 really good. Very stout and super capable. I mean, if you wanted to, you could throw portals on it now. You could do whatever you wanted. that kit is very, very, very beefy. Maybe next time when I have a few more minutes, I'll go exactly through the install and show you guys some pointers and how to make it easy. But yeah, thanks for tuning in. It's just a quick little update of the 700 and how it turned out. I'm super happy with it. Thanks for following the channel. Thanks for following the build. We'll see you guys out there. Have a good one.